This is the Gen X Taste Podcast. I'm Lynn Chen.
And I'm Christy Myers. Welcome to our seasonal show about nostalgia and novelty, an exploration of embracing the evolution.
It's February now, and I have to say,
Mm-hmm.
it's our winter 2026 show. We tried. We tried in January.
We did great.
We actually did great. We recorded an entire episode, and Lynn did not set it up correctly, and her side was completely unrecorded. And I tried doing this thing where I because Christy's audio was pristine. I was like, oh yeah, I can go back and just insert myself into the, no, it did not work out. In fact,
I'm really impressed that you tried that though.
It sounded really good for the first 10 minutes, but that took me an hour and a half. And then I was like, this is ridiculous. And my husband, who's a professional at doing this, he works in animation and puts together, he specializes in making people who aren't in the same room sound like they're in the same room. And he was like, you're crazy. Why would you do that? So, and the reason I wanted to is because our conversation was so good that I was like, I really want to, keep this. But you know what? We're just going to have, it's a few weeks later. We're just going to have to try to recapture some of that magic, but also just being totally honest that we've talked about some of this stuff before. So it might not be as fresh and kooky as you're used to hearing us.
It might sound recorded, but not really, because we're actors, so we can make this seem really like it's the first time.
You don't even know. Maybe this is our first time saying this, and maybe right now we are pretending we already recorded it to make it less bad that we're recording this at almost the springtime that we're supposed to do our next episode.
That's kind of a fun game. Can you tell what we are bringing up from before and what's new?
Yeah, exactly. That's a really fun game. You can drink every single time. So, Christy, tell us what has been happening since winter 2025 and since the last time you and I spoke.
Yeah. So we had a lovely Christmas just at home. It was a rainy Christmas here in California. But that was kind of our version of a white Christmas, right? So we spent Christmas just watching movies and in our pajamas and just being really slow and relaxed here at the house. Eating a lot. Which was great. I felt like we really needed it. And then I flew to Indiana and we sold my mom's house. And so I did the final kind of move out of the house. So I don't remember last time we spoke. I don't know if I cleaned out the house yet. Had I cleaned out?
Yeah, I don't know if you had it yet. I think you were still finding the place maybe for your mom. Because I feel like the last time we spoke, you may have brought up that wonderful notebook of "I'm dead, now what?" But we weren't at the point where you were actually moving your mother just yet. So I feel like that's where we were at.
Okay, so since that time, I went in November and I moved my mother to her new place, and then we cleaned out the house. And it was really, I'm sure there are listeners who have done this, so they understand what I mean. There are aspects of cleaning out your childhood home that are just very, kind of routine and just logistical. And then there's aspects of cleaning out your childhood home that are really surprisingly emotional. And my experience was really that it was unexpected, the things that I really became emotional about or really wanted to find. There's so many things from my childhood. So there's artwork and there's toys and there's clothes. And I found like in the back of my closet. Of course, I left my room for last. I did everything else, left my room for last, and I found like a kid's china cabinet that I had
Mhm.
forgotten that I had. That was like a real replica of a china cabinet, and that was amazing to find. I'd forgotten about it. It's beautiful, but the thing that I couldn't find it, and I really wanted to find was this hot air balloon
Mhm.
that I used to have hanging over my bed. And my mom did my room when I was young, and like,
A small hot air balloon, right?
oh yeah,
An
no, no,
actual hot air balloon
an
also, right?
actual hot air balloon. No,
Okay.
it's a yes, thank you, a very small one, and it was like cloth, so it was like stuffed. And
Uh-huh.
so and it hung from the ceiling, and it had a little basket underneath it. And inside this basket was a little dog, like a little stuffed dog that was like kind of like it was stuffed with the stuff that's in like Beanie Babies.
Mhm.
Right? Remember Beanie Babies, how they're kind of floppy?
Yeah.
It was stuffed like
Maybe
that.
was it a pound puppy?
No, because I had a lot of
Okay.
pound puppies. I did love
Okay.
pound puppies.
Okay.
I didn't find my pound puppies either, by the way.
Uh-oh. Brought up something.
Where are my pound
Where
puppies?
are your pound puppies? I always wanted ones. No, I never had a pound puppy, and, I definitely wanted one. Anything that was advertised on TV that I
Mhm.
wanted, I did not get.
That's so sad.
I know. I know.
Lynn, I can't believe you don't have a pound puppy.
I wanted one. My buddy, all of them. I wanted I wanted it all. Snoopy snow cone machine, I did not
I had a
get.
Snoopy snow cone machine. I also did
Oh,
not like that.
Christy, you had a magic childhood.
I also had a Barbie pool.
Oh my gosh. I only had 1 or 2 Barbies, and their pool was my bathtub. But going back to this hot air
Okay.
balloon, I'm wondering, was this a Wizard of Oz theme because of Toto
So
and the hot air balloon?
I don't actually know. And this is a great question. I should ask my mom this. Why the hot air balloon? Like there were no other hot air balloons in my room.
It was
It was
handmade
just
or it was bought?
It was handmade. She didn't hand
Oh,
make it, but it was definitely like it looked like something you get like at a craft fair,
okay.
right? Not like
Yeah.
something that it didn't look like something you would like see at a store and get. It definitely wasn't something I picked out. Um, it's always been in my room. So when my mom did my bedroom, it was in like peaches and whites and things like this, and this hot air balloon matched it, and she hung it on a hook above my bed, and I would stand on my bed at night and get the little doggy out of the basket and like have a little
Mhm.
conversation with the doggy and give it a little kiss
Mhm.
and then put it
Mhm.
back up in the basket for the night.
Mhm.
And then at some point, I mean, this is all through like this is through high school. Well, I didn't. Okay, I wasn't
You
kissing the dog
kissed the
every single
doggy
night.
before you went to college.
I'm sure I did say goodbye to the dog before I
I'm
went to
sure you did
college.
too. I'm sure you did.
Um, and I don't know where it is. I don't know where this dog
Ugh.
or the hot air balloon basket is.
You don't
It's
remember
gone.
at some point coming back and being like, excuse me, where is my hot air balloon?" You don't remember ever having a moment like that in, like, the
Well,
last
what
decade?
what's funny is that my mom changed my room around like probably maybe like 10, 15 years ago and had a collection of like bears, like
Mm,
stuffed bears. And so my room became the bear room.
mm.
Um, but I didn't notice. I feel like that was right around when like Jack was born and like there was other stuff going on. And
Yeah,
so,
you weren't thinking about any hot air balloons.
right. But this is the thing when that's the thing that's bothering me from
Christy,
all of the things.
your mom gave it away.
No,
You know she did.
she did
You
not.
know she did, and
You
she
think
will
she did?
deny it. Yes, of course, she wanted to make a bear room. That was her on her vision board, and you know what's not part of a bear room? Is a dog in a hot air balloon. That's what's not. on the vision board.
That is
So
so sad. Where is my
I
hot
think,
air
well,
balloon?
you know,
Doggy.
I mean, you can ask your mom, but I think
I'm
she'll
gonna ask
deny it.
her.
I think she'll deny
I
it.
think she'll be like, "I don't know what you're talking about. I
I
don't
think she will
remember."
too. She's gonna be like, "What hot air balloon?"
What if it was all a
She's
figment
gonna
of my imagination?
completely gaslight you. There was never a hot air balloon, Christy. I don't know what you're talking about. No dog. What? You talk to this dog? Why would I hang a hot air balloon over my child's bed? That is a hazard. Um, I think, yeah, I think you need to have this conversation with your
On
mom because I'm dying to know
where it is.
if, like, I want to
Um,
see what her reaction is. Maybe you should like hook her up to a lie detector machine and find out.
I feel like she's gonna say, "Oh, I'm sure I packed it away in your boxes, but
Mm,
I went through my boxes.
mm.
They're now at my in my dad's garage, so I'm gonna have to go through them again this summer." But
You have to look for it without looking for it, and then you'll find it.
what if I don't find it? What if I never
Well,
find
you
the
know
hot
what?
air
Just
balloon with the
let it
dog?
go now. But you know what? It's gonna find you when the
It's gonna come
timing is
back.
right. You know how you're supposed to. Well, maybe you don't know this, but if you're reading manifestation books, as I am, they often say that you should ask the universe for signs, like,
Mm.
"Oh, show me a blue butterfly to show me that I'm like." On the
Yeah,
right
I've heard
path,
that.
universe, right? Something
Yeah.
like that, or something bizarre. Like I've manifested blue bears. I've manifested a blue bear. The Memphis Grizzlies. I was
Oh,
watching about. Yeah, that was pretty
okay,
crazy.
okay.
And this is nuts. I manifested an orange bat.
Are you
An
purposely
orange bat.
picking things that are difficult
Yeah,
to
things that
see?
are
Okay,
difficult so that
okay.
that when they show up, you're like, "What?" And that was nuts because I was thinking, because I was down at the Jersey Shore at the time,
Uh-huh.
I thought I was gonna walk along the boardwalk. See, you think it's gonna be one thing. I was walking along the boardwalk and I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna see like an orange Nerf bat or something
Mhm.
like that," you know?
Mhm.
But what happened? And Abe knew I was looking for one and, rolling his eyes the entire time. Well, on the, like, almost last day of our trip,
Mhm.
we were in one of these thrift stores going through,
Mhm.
like, old paintings. We find an orange bat. Someone painted an actual flying bat. The flying bat was orange, and it was paint and, like, I still don't know why Abe was not freaking out like I was. I was like, "Oh my god, do you see this?" And he's like, "I see it." And I'm like, "Don't you think that's nuts?" So anyway, I think we should ask the universe to show you. It doesn't have to be the actual thing, but let's ask the universe
Right.
maybe
Okay.
to show you a hot air balloon with a dog in it. Specific. That's
Okay.
specific. Not just
Okay.
any hot air balloon. You're not gonna just be watching Wicked and be like, "There we go."
There's a hot air
No.
balloon.
Hot air balloon with the dog.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see
Okay.
what happens. But what will that tell me?
That you're on the right path in, life. In letting go of childhood memories. I don't know. I don't know what it's
Excellent.
supposed to
Okay,
tell
great.
you.
Great,
Yeah.
great, great. Okay, perfect.
I
Just
mean, you can figure that part out, but,
okay.
that can be your sign.
Okay.
Okay, wow.
Okay, great. Okay.
That
Thank you.
definitely I'll just say, that definitely was not spoken about on the last recording. For sure, we did not go into this woo-woo stuff at all.
Nope.
Um, but I will say, and this goes back to, you talking about what you're looking for,
Mhm.
um, last time I checked in, I was talking about my bad back and,
Mhm.
um, because I threw out my back basically right before Thanksgiving and have been basically missed all of my holiday celebrations because I was
Mhm.
healing my back, which was, a bummer, but also kind of nice in the sense that, like, I just totally let go and relaxed, and,
Mhm.
um, I needed that. I absolutely needed that because in the last few weeks since we've talked, I have, like, had a fire lit under me in a way
Great.
that I'm just feeling so good, which is really great. Things have just, like, changed a lot,
Mhm.
um, in terms of, like, my mood and everything, but,
Do you think well,
Well, yeah, I was gonna say, like, we'll talk about it later when I share
I
my
was gonna
potluck. I
say.
think I think it
Mhm,
might have to do, yeah. So,
mhm,
yeah, you gotta stay tuned to why I'm feeling so happy and energized. But, this is very sad. My friend Poom, you might
mhm,
remember my friend
mhm,
Poom from my wedding and everything. She
mhm.
passed away this week.
I'm
And so
sorry.
it was ex we were not expecting, we knew it was gonna happen, but, still extremely sad.
Mhm,
Um, but I had been looking for this photo about a month ago,
mhm,
that I was like a very specific photo, and you know this, Christy, because 'cause you've been to my house, but most people don't know this. Abe and I have a giant post rack that you would have, like, in front of a bodega or whatever that we actually found in Queens when we lived there outside of a a bodega on the street. And it's a postcard rack, and I brought it home and we brought it here to LA, and that's where we put all of our old photos.
mhm,
And we have made attempts to organize it in some fashion about 8 or 9 times, and every single time it just like ends up everything is everywhere.
mhm,
So, like Abe's childhood photos mixed with me at camp, mixed with like us last week, just it's a mess. So it always takes forever if I'm looking for a specific photo to find
mhm,
anything.
mhm,
And so I was looking for this very specific photo last week, a month ago, and I could not find it for the life of me. And I went through every single thing,
mhm,
and, it was a very specific photo. It was a photo of me smoking. It was a
mhm,
photo of me
mhm,
smoking in college, and I knew
mhm,
exactly what I was looking for. I could not find it. And so this past week, I was looking for photos of Poom,
mhm.
and I had very specific photo that I was looking for. And this time, when I was looking, I could not find the picture of Poom, but of course, I found the photo of me with a cigarette,
Right.
which I did not want to look at anymore. And, and this time I could not find the photo of me and me and Poom, and it was driving me nuts. And I went into my iPhoto to see if like I had scanned it or something, and like went through the history. And of course, iPhoto was also a digital mess, and
Mhm,
I could not find anything. But I finally found one photo of Poom that had been in my like Instagram archive.
mhm.
So I like took that and I put it into my iPhoto, and I was like, scan this and find this girl. And it did not find it. And I felt like so like heartbroken. I was like,
Yeah.
there is a specific photo of Poom and me that I need to find eating pizza at Pepe's
Mhm.
in Scarsdale. And I could not find it. And I was really upset. And uh, the other night when I was putting photos back, cigarette photo back into the postcard, lo and behold, out of nowhere, there it was, the photo of me and Poom at Pepe's.
Wow.
I know. And so I immediately took it out, scanned it, put her into like the system, like this is Poom, this is Poom. And so I was able to find it. And so I guess my
Yeah.
point is that, when you're not looking for something
Yeah.
specific, it'll find you when you need it. And I don't know, like obviously death and grief and
Mhm,
nostalgia are such powerful emotions that
mhm.
yeah, like sometimes you're not in the right headspace
Yeah.
for what you want to find.
Yeah.
Um so I feel like that's been the last few weeks for me, is
Mhm,
like healing, renewing, and mourning. That's
mhm,
been the that's been the 3 major themes, which feels like a lot,
mhm.
for just January.
Yeah,
And also,
absolutely.
since we recorded, our government has fucking I don't really wanna go into it, but, like,
Yeah.
that's been weighing on all of
Yeah.
us
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Do you think
okay.
that this fire that you're talking about feeling,
Mhm.
right? Do you think it's one of those things where when you feel an opposite emotion so deeply, it also activates the other emotion? Do you think that they're related, or do you think that It's
I
just
yes,
detrimental.
I do think that I reached a point where I was like, I cannot be in this state,
Mhm.
this like, for lack of a better word, like depressed and stagnant
Mhm.
state any
Mhm.
longer, and using my perimenopause symptoms as the
Mhm.
excuse to just stay in that place because
Mhm.
it became so comfortable because
Mhm.
it's predictable. Even though it
Mhm.
didn't feel good, it still was predictable, and
Mhm.
everything else felt so unpredictable. But
Mhm.
last year, like there were a lot of things personally going on that also were like really unsettling. So
Mhm.
I think I needed to cocoon a bit.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
now that like things are a little more settled, and I I am as I was as stagnant as stagnant can be. I'm ready to like, move around a bit. And
Mhm.
I feel the draw to that. That said, also,
Mhm.
as I mentioned, reading multiple manifestation books and trying many new things, including dyeing my hair.
Mhm.
I've had blonde highlights since 2020,
Mhm.
and it's 2026, and I'm finally back to being a brunette. It was
Mhm.
a it was a temporary thing. When
Mhm.
I went in, it's like she was like, "Let's make sure that you want to be a brunette again before we like cover up 6 years of bleach." Like
Mhm.
that's going to be
Right.
hard to get back. Um, so she did like a temporary color, and I think like already I can see that it's a new time, it's a new me. I also did it because I wanted to work more as an
Mm.
actress. Like I thought it might help me to have hair that looked more like my natural hair color.
Mhm.
And like already, like, it's not that I booked anything, but already the opportunities I've had, I've
Mhm.
been like, "Oh, thank God I don't have highlighted hair. That would make no sense. That would make no sense for
Right.
this part." So
Right.
it's like it's taken off like that, like part of me that has been like pushing and pulling of like, this is what I want, but this is what
Right.
my career wants. And like I'm like pushing against it. But at the same time, I'm like, no, I kind of just made a decision. Like, no, I want my career. I want my
Right.
career, and I want everything that goes along with that. And if that means I have to use like hair mascara every 2 weeks, then that means I have to use hair mascara every 2 weeks. So
Yeah.
I am really leaning towards going back to dyeing my hair back the regular color, but then experimenting with like more like letting myself, like this is new for me, letting myself um try the gray blending thing where like
Mm.
she'll paint
Mhm.
in highlights that are more ashy,
Mhm.
um so that when my hairs are gray,
Mhm.
that it won't be as like sparse,
Dramatic.
and like, yeah,
Right,
so
right, right.
smart, so dramatic, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that is something, these are all new things for me, and I'm I wouldn't say I'm uncomfortable with them. I wouldn't
Mhm.
say I'm like super pumped about them either, but they're new in a way that has gotten me like flowing and moving again.
Mhm.
And I don't know, I just feel in general um more balanced. I
Mm.
definitely
Mhm.
feel a lot more balanced, which is a great feeling.
Mhm. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That's great. That's a good, and I'm gonna need to know hair mascara.
So I use a Revlon, no, not Revlon, L'Oreal, I don't know, root spray. I use a
Mhm.
drugstore root spray, and the trick is you have to use a color that is like slightly lighter.
Mm.
Otherwise, it'll look like you're you're spray painting your head. But a technique that works really well is if you take like a makeup brush and you
Mhm.
spray the makeup brush with like a tissue or paper towel behind it so it's not messy, and then you dab that onto the area.
Ah.
I'm just doing that because that's what I have right now, and that root touch-up spray does not rub off on like my pillows or anything because I'm
Oh,
not
that's
washing my
nice.
hair every night.
Right,
So
right.
so that is what I'm using right now. However, there are actual like mascaras that are for the hair
Mhm.
that have come onto the market in the last 6 years that I know nothing about
Mhm.
because I've had highlighted hair. So
Right.
I think one that people really like is by this hair fiber company that
Okay.
like hair fibers are really good because they like latch on,
Right.
and it's called Toppick, Top Pick.
Right.
I want to say toe pick, like in the Cutting Edge, but I know it's not toe pick. I know it's probably topic.
But if that helps us remember it,
Toe
then you can
pick.
say it. Toe pick.
And toe pick topic, they usually have like the hairs. You've probably seen it on set because
Mhm.
people use it all the time to cover bald spots, or like when they put your hair up in a ponytail, they're always using it. And it's more like a powder that
Mhm.
they put a little powder puff in and dab
Yeah, it
on.
has like a little like a squeezy thing at the end, like
Yeah,
the
and
horns, the old
it gets a
horns.
little messy, you know,
Yeah.
but I trust the professionals in it, and that's the thing that people seem to really like, and
Oh,
they make a hair mascara that
okay.
actually is like the wand, which gives you a little more coverage. So,
Right.
I'm curious about that.
Mhm.
But one more thing.
Yes.
I'm waiting to see how this goes. There's a hair color depositing conditioner. There's actually several of them. You might know
Yeah, I
like
used to use one. Yeah. Yeah.
Overtone, and the
Mhm.
one I use is Kera Conditioner. I
Mhm.
think that's what it's called. What a weird name, Kera Conditioner, and or Kera Color Conditioner. And I used to use it to like tone my
Exactly.
stuff when it was getting brassy, but I'm experimenting right now.
Mhm.
And right now I'm using just because you can't do this on actual blonde hair
Mhm.
because it might turn green or fuck things
Mhm.
up. So I'm only using it on the roots, and I'm using
Mhm.
like the brown mocha color,
Mhm.
just like painting it on to the roots.
Mhm.
I also cut it in half with like another conditioner, so I've only done it once. So I did not
Okay.
do full strength. I did half the color and I painted it on. And you know how like the difference between lip gloss and lipstick.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
let's say like permanent hair color is like lipstick, right? It just
Mhm.
gets on there. But this is more like lip gloss. Like when I
Mhm.
put it on, it's just like not as harsh. So
Mhm.
it worked pretty well, and I like that like it feels less like cover up, you know, it just feels like it's part of it. So I'm curious, like right now, I haven't even washed my hair yet, but I liked the job that it did.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna do it again, this time full strength,
Mhm. And see what
and
happens.
see what happens, and I'll let you know. Because if so, this is kind of a game changer.
Mhm.
If I do like go back to being a complete brunette, like this
Mhm.
will be a game changer because then I can just like after I shower, after I wash my hair, just always like rub some into the roots, let it
Mhm.
sit, and then wash out and not have to like constantly be covering up my grays. So we'll see.
So, I've only used the shampoo version of that, and I
Okay.
used it, like, when I was younger, when I would get my hair colored, like, a red or something like that, like, when I was going more towards my kind of reddish-brown natural
Mhm.
thing, but I wanted it more red.
Mhm.
I had a color shampoo that wasn't a dye, it was more like a toner.
Yeah.
And you shampoo regular, and then you put that on and leave it on for a few minutes and then wash it out, and it just gave like you said, like a gloss type of thing
Yeah.
that just made it appear a little more red. So, but I haven't tried the conditioner, and I like the idea of just using it around your roots. That would be
Yeah.
great.
Well, I'm sure I think I read someplace that I don't know if conditioner would they why would they? Because then it'd have to be called Cara Color Shampoo,
Clean
whatever. But anyway, I don't think they make a shampoo
cleanse
depositing,
shampoo.
but I think Overtone does, and I think I've seen people
Mm,
say that they prefer the shampoo because maybe it's like goes deep. I don't know. I don't know how this shit
I don't
works,
know.
but
Yeah.
what I do like is that the conditioner
Mhm.
conditions your hair. So it like that is another thing because you know grays are so dry and brittle.
Yeah.
So it does like help tame that. Man, we have talked a lot about
Was that our topic for today?
that was that our topic for today? Are we talking about covering grays? I mean, we have been speaking for a while. I don't want to keep going. Was that our unexpected topic? Oh my
That was
god.
not the topic we
That
thought. We
was
could bring our
not
other topic next
we
time.
yeah, we'll bring our other topic the next time. Wow, that was like a very organic
Yes,
topic that
impromptu.
just came out. But I talked a lot, and now I wanna hear how you cover your grays, Christy. How do we cover our grays? Wow. See how we just let that manifest?
I know. We just
See how it just manifested? So we didn't even look for it. It just
I'm looking for
happened.
the balloon right
Look
now.
for that freaking balloon right now. Okay, tell me about your hair color, your gray hair color journey. Well, it
So
doesn't like you're I feel like you're a blonde or a light dark
right
dark
now,
blonde. Yeah.
so
In
yeah,
general.
so I think it naturally my hair is brown with red and blonde in it. Like it just
Mhm.
naturally has that's kind of the color scheme I have going on in my hair naturally. So over the years I've gone more red or I've gone more blonde. Recently it's been more blonde and I am very bad at getting my hair colored. Like I don't do it consistently. So
Hmm.
I will color my hair and then 8 months later like finally say it's time to go and get my hair
Mhm.
colored again. Um I think because my hair naturally lightens and because I live
Mhm.
in California, I'm able to get away with it because some of it lightens on its own. Um and I'm sure that my very talented, hair colorist like knows my habits. So he leans more towards how's it going to grow out a little more naturally.
Mhm. Mhm.
My hairdresser does the same thing. She knows I'm never going to come and get my hair cut on a regular schedule. So she cuts it so it grows out. Thank God. But it's only been within, I would say, the last year that I've really noticed the grays. I feel like it's been the last couple of years that my colorist has started talking about it. But for me, I've really noticed my grays. So I've started to say, I'm probably going to need to start coloring it a little bit more.
Mhm.
Um, what's funny about it is that it's fine blonde, um, blondish highlights, but I don't know that I don't know that I necessarily want to stay blonde, although it is much easier.
Mhm.
It is so much easier.
Really is much easier.
Because there's many times at night when I'm in the mirror and I'm like, is that blonde or gray? Is that blonde? And I'll have to ask Jeff. I'm like, is this a blonde or is this a gray? Um, so that's always nice. But if I didn't do it blonde and I went more towards my natural dark, in the back it would be darker. In the front it'd still be blonde, but in the back it would be darker. And then I would
Mhm.
have to color it
Mhm.
more often or think about the root stuff. So I guess the long answer to your question is I'm just now starting to become aware that this is going to be a need,
Mhm.
unless I want to continue to go back more often to have the blonde put in, which I don't.
Mhm.
Because it does after a while ruin the texture of
Yes.
your hair.
Yes, it sure does.
And my texture already with perimenopause is starting to shift,
Yeah.
and become more dry and less. My hair's always been thick and heavy, but it's become less so. And
Yeah.
so I don't know that continuing to do more of the blonde highlights is actually going to be good for my hair.
Yeah, I'm feeling very similarly.
Mhm. So, because I'm starting to do weird things like put like hair oil on during the day
Mhm.
to just
Oh,
kind of
yeah.
like, and I had never had to do that before.
You should be
So,
hair masking also.
well, okay, so great. This is a great question, guys. So I went with hair mask toward the protein side, like strengthen your hair. Like I was like, oh, my hair is, needs more strength and more like keratin and like that kind of stuff. That it has made my hair like kind of frizzy and weirdly limp in places.
Tell me how you're using it, when
So
you're using it, and how long.
okay, so I have a conditioner. I really like this line, but I really only like this shampoo and conditioner in this line. So now I
What
have to
is it?
find a totally new one. Um, it's La Anza. It's L
La
apostrophe A N Z A.
Okay, I've never even heard of this. La Anza.
La Anza, and
Uh-huh.
they have a keratin oil line that I really
Mhm.
like. That I
Mhm.
have really liked, but my hairdresser, when I got my hair cut and I was like, what is going on with my hair? She was like, oh, it's too much protein. too much keratin. You need to switch to a moisturizing shampoo.
Mm-hmm.
So then I tried the moisturizing or shampoo and conditioner. I tried the moisturizing conditioner because, of course, you know what I did is bought a big bottle of the keratin stuff so I wouldn't
Mm-hmm.
have to spend money on the little bottle. So now I have this big bottle that I have to finish. But anyway, I tried their moisturizing and I don't like it. So now I have to try
Mm-hmm.
a different moisturizing.
Okay, I have
So,
thoughts. I have
okay, give
thoughts.
me
Number
thoughts.
one,
Give me thoughts. Yes.
number one, I did not know this about hair masks, but it's very important that it usually says it on the bottle or label that you're supposed to put it on wet hair and
Mhm.
then leave it on. And like the only time my hair is wet is when I'm in the shower and I'm not standing there for 10 minutes waiting
Right.
for my
Right.
hair mask to activate. But what I started doing recently, and it's made a huge difference, is I
Mhm.
spritz my hair like an hour
Mhm.
before I'm about to go wash my hair. I spritz my
Mhm.
hair thoroughly, drench it.
Okay.
Then
Okay.
I put on the
With
mask.
like a
Then
with
I,
like a spray bottle.
yeah, with a spray bottle
Okay.
so
Okay.
that it is damp. And then I will apply the hair mask
Mhm.
and then I will leave it
Mhm.
in like in a bun or whatever while I
Mhm.
go about. And then when I wash it, then I shampoo and then I'd use a regular conditioner as usual. And it's made a really, really big difference in
Mhm.
like the feel of it because before when I used a hair mask, it would just weigh it down
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
feel like heavy and greasy. But that
Mhm.
really changed for me. But the other thing, and this is not sponsored, even though they've sent stuff before, you probably heard about it because they advertise on podcasts. We're not advertising them, but I do like them. Pros, their custom hair
Yes.
care line. Have you
Yeah.
heard of them?
I have heard of
Maybe,
them, never tried them.
well, maybe because they're so kind, they'll send you some after I
Ooh.
send them this. But basically, they do customized hair care. They also have skincare, which I've never tried, but I don't want to fuck with that right now. But anyway, they do customized hair care. And I was skeptical, I have to say, when I started using it. They sent like a scalp serum and a
Mm.
hair mask. They wanted to send vitamins, which I'm not very into, to be honest, and shampoo and conditioner. And
Mhm.
it's like, that you tell them what you want, what you need, and what kind of hair you have, and what your goals are, and they send you the customized routine.
So
And
is that the hair mask you use?
yes, yes, and
Okay.
that hair mask has been so much better than like let's say the Japanese viral hair mask that I was like, of
Right.
course this will work because I'm Asian. But yeah, I'm an Asian blonde, so no, that's not working out for me, and I'm also not 20 years old. So like, I feel like that might be good for you. I'm gonna send this to them and see if
Oh,
because they
okay.
offered to re-up me, and I was like, I'm still working through last year's stash. So I'm gonna see if they can do something for you because I've been super, super, super impressed with
Okay.
everything I've tried. They also recently sent because they offered again, as I said, to send me more stuff. And I was like, I have enough. And I was like, but something I don't have is their dry shampoo. So they
Mm.
sent some dry shampoo, and what I loved was that it's not aerosol; it's a powder,
Mm.
and
Oh.
it doesn't make my hair white.
Yeah, yeah,
It
yeah. I
it
know
blends
that's the
in
problem.
really, really well.
Oh, that's nice.
Um, so the dry shampoo has been kind of like a game changer for me to stretch it out, especially like because I have bangs and
Mhm.
they get really greasy some days, and I
Mhm.
just can't be bothered to wet them and reset them.
Yeah.
So that works out really, really well in a pinch. So okay, not sponsored, not sponsored, but let's
We
see if
will
they'll,
see.
let's see what happens
And I
the
will
next time we
report.
come back. Yeah.
Now let me ask you a question. Did you try so here's my other question, is that my scalp is really dry. So now
Mm.
I have this whole thing. How was the scalp serum?
Scalp serum was amazing. And
Was it?
what I have learned also is that
Yeah.
scalp health is much more important because if you want like
This is what
regrowth,
right.
because you need for your scalp to be like exfoliated, clean, and healthy so that the new shit can grow in and do what
Right.
it's going to do. All
Right.
those vitamins you're taking, if they don't have like a place to go, they're just going to sit there or
Right.
something like that. I'm not a
Right.
scientist either, but but this is what I heard. I've heard that scalp health is really, really important. And so
Yeah.
their scalp serum was the first one I used, and I was surprised at how much, like, first of all, it feels really great, but also
Mhm.
like it immediately like gives it like, I don't know, my hair just looks so much better when I put in the
'Cause
scalp serum and rub it in. It just like, I guess it's lifting the roots, but it's not
yeah,
product. It's
right.
health. It's hair health.
That's so funny because all the scalp serums that I have tried make my hair greasy,
Yeah,
make
not this, not
everything look
theirs.
super oily. Did
Not
you do it
not
at
not the
night?
one. No, I do it in the day because the hair looks so good. I'm not gonna waste that scalp serum at night when I'm going to bed. I want everyone to see how good my scalp looks. So I'm using it during the day.
Okay, okay.
And they have a
Good to
hair
know.
oil too. So, let's
Okay,
see. Let's see
let's
what
see.
happens. I'm
Let's
I'm
see.
excited. I'm excited to send this to them and see if they'll help out Christy Myers.
Help me out. I need help.
Help out Christy Myers on her hair care journey
I'm
because I've been
thinking
helped.
this is a good so okay, so then if we want to shift into potluck, I can tell
Yeah.
you that I did one of those head spa things.
Christy, you did?
I
Where?
did it.
Tell
I did
me.
it. I did it.
I didn't know.
Yeah. Jeff and I went as a date to the
Yes.
head spa place.
Uh-huh.
In I can send you the exact space. It's remember where we went and got dumplings that
Yeah.
one time,
So it's
that
in
big
like the
restaurant?
SGV in San Gabriel Valley, probably.
Yes. Yes. So we found a place there. It had really great like Google and Yelp reviews. So we're like, let's go there. And it's in like a strip mall type of
Yeah, I
place.
was gonna say it's in a strip mall.
It was in a strip mall. Um, and we went in and it's like, okay, so you go in and you kind of, okay, imagine individual seats for pedicures,
Yes.
but it's like that, except you lay down and your head goes in where the
Yes.
feet would go,
They
right?
have those all over China.
They do.
You're gonna kill me when I tell you how much it costs because I know
Mm,
yours didn't cost this much.
mm,
You ready?
I'm
You ready
ready.
how much those cost?
I'm ready.
$5.
Stop
For
it.
yeah, for an entire, like, massage, blowout, everything,
Oh
and
my
they
God.
don't tip.
Oh my God.
Sorry, go on. Yeah, the Chinese love massaging your head in a specific type of chair. They have the special chairs for it,
Yeah,
right?
that's exactly right. Oh my gosh, I'm so jealous. Mine was
Don't
not
just you
$5.
just have to go to China, I'm
Yeah.
sure I'm sure it's cheaper to not go to China and stay here and do this and save the airfare. Sorry, go on.
So so when you first go in, they take you into a little place and they take this camera, almost like well, women would know this, in your gynecological office where
Mm,
they have that probe thing and it has cameras on it, right? It's like
yeah.
almost like that. So they put it on your scalp and they show you your scalp, right? And you're
Oh,
looking at it and
disgusting.
you're like,
Disgusting.
doesn't look that bad, right?
Oh
It's like, I mean,
god.
it's a scalp. And you can see like little things, but you're like, yeah, okay. And they're like, oh, this is very bad. And you're like, it is? And they're like, yes, very bad. And I'm like, oh God, I didn't know it was so bad. And so then they take you in, you lay down, and they put like kind of a mask over your eyes, and
Yeah,
then your hair is hanging down into this tub, and they do all different kinds of washes, right? And
yeah.
scrubs and they use like a comb and they're like I would say it feels very active.
Mhm.
Okay. It doesn't feel like the scrubs at the Korean spas where
Yeah,
you're
that's
like,
what
oh
this is
my
sounding
God.
like. Yeah,
Yeah.
like a Brillo pad to your skin.
Yeah, and it's not that bad. I wouldn't say like definitely I've had scrubs where I'm like, is my skin still intact? Is it going to be bloody? I didn't feel that way with this, but it definitely felt like it was very active, right? So they
Mhm.
do all of that. And then they like just let kind of water stream over it, which is lovely. It's like the water that kind of like almost like a car wash where it sprays all different
Mm.
sides of your head.
Mhm.
It feels wonderful. Jeff fell asleep. I could hear him snore. He was snoring. They were laughing. I was like, yeah, this
Oh
tracks.
my god. Oh my
Um,
god.
and then they bring you back into a chair, like in the other part where they're going to do the blow dry and everything. And they bring you tea and they bring you little treats. And then they take that little camera thing and you look at your scalp and it looks like brand new. Like
Oh my god.
it's like none all the stuff that you're like, oh, that's not that bad. You're like, oh my gosh, that stuff was on my head and it's brand new. And it feels great, and your hair feels really flowy after they blow it out. I will say this though, for a couple days after, my scalp felt very sensitive.
Okay.
Like it didn't hurt, but it definitely like a light ache. Do you know what I
Mm.
mean?
Yes. I know exactly what you mean because sometimes my feet feel that way if I don't wear socks.
Yes. So it was
Yeah.
like a light ache on my scalp. But it felt less itchy. It felt less like my hair didn't hang as fast. Do you know what I mean? I'm sure like all those oils were rinsed off and stuff like that. So my hair was like um fluffier for longer. Um but I think Jeff did not experience the ache. But his
Mm.
scalp also wasn't as bad as mine. And I'm wondering if it's because he has shorter hair, so
Yeah,
that
I
for
was gonna
me that
say
makes
his
it
must have
different.
taken a lot less time because he has so
Right.
much less hair.
Well, they did the same thing to him,
Huh.
like same amount of time, but I think it just routinely probably his scalp gets cleaner than mine
Oh, yeah,
because
yeah, yeah.
he has less hair, so the water
Right.
actually reaches it and stuff. They told me, they're like, "You need to come back. You need to come back often." I was like, "Okay." And I bet if I did, it would be great, but it did make me think. Ever since then, I've been obsessed with the idea that my scalp health is not great.
Scalp health is important. Really,
Yeah,
really important. That's what I've been learning in
yeah.
my research about hair. Okay, how much did it cost?
So it wasn't that bad. We spent, fif I think it was 45 or $50 for the service, and then we tipped.
Okay. Yeah.
So it's not
That's
that bad.
yeah, it's really not that bad
It was a
for American
commitment.
prices. Yeah.
Right. It was a commitment drive-wise, but what we did was we extended a lunch break. Do you know what I
Mm.
mean? Like we made it
Mhm.
during the day. We just planned for it and we drove out there and ate lunch on the way out there, did it, and then came back. So it was like a day date. So we didn't get caught in traffic, but it is definitely, if you're in Los Angeles and going to do it, like don't go during trafficy times.
No, that would be bad. But
Mhm.
you made an appointment, correct?
Yes, we made an
Okay.
appointment, but we made an appointment like the day before. It
Oh,
wasn't
okay.
hard. Yeah, it
Okay, great.
wasn't hard.
Great.
I'll send you the place that we went to. You can post it
Yes.
if people are
Yes,
interested.
we'll put it in the show notes because I am definitely curious about this. This does sound like
It was
a good
lovely.
date.
It
It
was
sounds like a
it was a
great date.
it was a great date because it was totally. Jeff and I are trying to like do dates that are like something new in the city that we've never done before. So this was great because it was like, it didn't center around food. It didn't center around alcohol. It didn't center around any of that kind of stuff. It was like a new experience. We both got to have it. It was not that expensive. And now I feel like every week I'm like, should I go out to San Gabriel Valley and have my hair fixed?
Well, I have another idea for your next date,
Okay.
with Jeff, or
Okay.
yourself,
Yeah,
and
it
I
could
was
be.
gonna
Or
say,
a
this is
friend.
not my potluck, but I have to bring this up,
Okay.
is that I went to go get I think it's called a buccal massage. Have you heard of
I
these?
want one. I want one
I went to
so
get
bad.
one
Okay.
in
And
and it wasn't usually so these are massages that they go into your mouth and, like, do your buccal muscles, which I guess are, like,
yeah,
around your jaw and your
yeah.
cheeks. They actually go in and massage it, and,
They
I
use like
first heard
gloves
about
to
them.
really get in
Yeah,
there,
they
right?
use gloves, and I was gonna do it in, SGV, but again, the commitment to drive out there is quite a bit. So, I found a woman here in on Melrose. I can't remember the name of the place. I will leave it in the show notes because the name of it is so, like, generic, like face spa, something like
Oh,
that,
okay.
like face massage spa. But it's near, like, God, the Rhodes School of Music. Do you know where that is
Yes.
on
Yes.
Melrose? Because it's
Yes.
easy. I think it's like very like might even be. It's not a strip mall, but it's in like a Melrose Place kind of like
Okay.
what are those called? Like an apartment complex that are
Yes.
businesses.
Okay.
So it's like kind of in the back of that. I will leave the show notes. So anyway, the woman, she just went out on her own, and she specializes in face massage. She's been doing it for a long, long time, And so I went and got a buccal massage. Now I got a discount for the first time, so it was $120. So it's not cheap. That's
Well,
not cheap.
that's better than a lot of the other places I'm seeing.
Yeah.
They're expensive.
That's true. That's true. So here's the thing. I
Yeah.
have been, since perimenopause, having really, really bad TMJ, or what I thought was TMJ, because so I wear a night guard.
Yeah.
I know I grind my teeth. I've been doing this for like decades. But since perimenopause, sometimes I will just feel the tension in my, like, right on my temples and around my jaw, and nothing has helped. I've done gua sha. I've done Botox in the past for it, and it wasn't really helpful and also super expensive. So I was like,
Yeah.
if this buccal massage works, and even if it is like $180 or whatever it would cost, or $200, I was like, it's still cheaper than getting Botox like every couple months. So I went and got it. And here's the thing. Okay. Like face massage, she does face massage for the first half, which is fucking heaven.
Right.
And she has, like, the reason I thought you could do this with Jeff is because she heard the room she has, it like has space for couples massage. Although who else would be wait, how would she do both? Okay, forget what I said about that, because you want her. She's the one who's incredible. So I don't know how maybe she hires someone. Anyway, so she did like the regular face massage, which was heaven. I was about to fall asleep. And then she takes those gloves and puts them in your mouth and starts massaging. Like, imagine somebody pressing down on like your joint.
Yeah.
Each side, and then like lower and then upper.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't say it felt good.
Right.
I would not say that. I wouldn't say it was painful either.
Right.
But I would say it was a challenge, and it went on and on and on.
Right.
Now, here's the thing. When we were done, I was fully expecting her to say to me what these scalp people said to you, which was, oh, you need to come back.
Right.
Whether it's true or not, like I was like, she's got a business here. What she said to me was, your jaw is completely normal. You do not have TMJ levels of jaw. She was like, she said, I was like, but my face is tight. And she said to me, you're thinking too much.
She's like, part of meditation practice.
She's like, you're thinking too much. And I was like, well, you're not wrong about that. You're not wrong about that, lady. But she was not like, come back to me every month. But here's the thing. Here's the thing, Christy. Ever since then, knocking on wood, my face is not, like, when it gets tight, it's really not that bad. And I have not had, so I'm like, whether or not she thinks that my jaw is like clenchy or not, I think that fucking worked.
Yeah.
Because I've had relief. So, or you know what? Next time when I start to get it again, I might just do a regular face massage and see what happens. Because if it is just thinking, that part might have been good for it too. But she's amazing. Like, I think, like, it's funny because when I went in, I was like, oh, this is great. I have a couple zits. She can squeeze them out. She doesn't do that. She's not her. Yeah, like, that's not her. She will rub freaking oils all over your face. You gotta take care of that when you get home. Although she did use this like brush, and it like used like this foamy nice thing. It was, it was really nice. It was really nice. So she's great, and I will leave the name of her business and who she is
immediately.
Yeah, and I will. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, was that about how much it was? Maybe it was less. Maybe it started at 120 and it was less. I sound like such a fucking princess right now. Oh, maybe it was like 120 and it was like less than that. But I feel like 120 was a number I remember. Either it was 120 and it was less, or it ended up being 120 because she gave me the discount. I'm gonna find all this out and leave the information in the show notes and not take up people's precious time. So that was a bonus. And very quickly, oh my God, can we do this quickly? Oh my God, maybe we should save this again. I don't think we can do this quickly. So I'm going to save this with my ultimate update. But I will tease what it is because I don't want people to be, hanging. Basically, I've been doing, and Christy knows this, I've been doing a bean protocol where I've been eating 2 cups of beans.
Funny when you say that.
I've been doing 2 cups of beans every single day for almost a month. It's been 3 weeks now. When Christy and I first talked about this, she had never heard of it, and I was like on week 1.5 or 1. So and I was only on like 1 cup of beans. I'm fully 2 cups of beans every single day. It's been a few weeks, and I will give you the full update. But as Christy pointed out, I'm in a fucking good mood, and maybe, just maybe,
It's the beans.
just maybe it's the beans. So I will give a full update in our next spring, which hopefully will be March or April and not
I was going to say it
May.
will be sooner.
To give the update. We'll have pros updates. Hopefully we'll have
bean updates,
maybe a jaw update, bean updates. We got all kinds of updates. Plus
jaw updates and hot
and
air
the
balloon
and hot air balloon updates, and the topic that we were supposed to discuss last time that we did not discuss this time. So many things to look forward to. So we'll I think this was actually
It was really good.
Better. I think this was better than the other one. And for anyone listening being like, uh-oh, if this was better, then you know what? Don't subscribe to us. But if you did like this, then please subscribe to us at genxtaste.com. Give us a nice review on Apple Podcasts or Spotify. If you didn't like the show, don't do that. Don't do that. You can follow us on social. Yeah, just keep that to yourself. And if you'd like more of this, you can follow us on social media. I'm at Ms. Lynn Chen, and Christy is at Christy Myers LA. And also, Christy, tell them how else they can find you.
Ooh, you can find me on my newly revamped website. It was newly revamped by Lynn because she's amazing and incredible. It's www.howtochow.com. It's really great. And I have some new stuff coming for the website in the next month or so.
Yes. And you want to tell them what they can find at How to Chow in case they don't know what How to Chow.
Oh, right.
Like it's food.
It's food.
You got to,
So I'm a health coach, and I do nutrition coaching and wellness coaching. And there's a lot of resources there. And also you can find out what my programs are and how to get in contact with me.
Yes, she's amazing. I've been working with her for years, decades, through all the phases, including this bean one. Okay. Love you all. Love you, Christy.
Love you too.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Bye.